Like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos from PHN Learn. For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.
Hello guys, welcome back to the next video. So in this video we are going to add some advanced features to our previous videos project, that is restaurant billing app. So what we will do is we will add a mode of payment here. Okay, so after generating the bill, user will get an option to pay and user can select whether he wants to pay using credit card, debit card, UPI or cash. Okay, and after payment, after selecting option, we will show the confirmation as payment successful, right. So let's go ahead. Now as you know that we have completed the generate bill section. So whenever user will select some options and will click on generate bill, the bill of addition of the prices is generated. Now what should happen after clicking on your bill is 150 rupees, we have to display a button here. That button should say proceed to pay. But my condition is whenever I will open this app for the first time, for example I haven't ordered anything yet and I am opening the app, okay. So that button should not be shown. So button should be visible only when I will click on this generate bill option and my bill is greater than 0. It is something greater than 0, then and then only that proceed to pay button should be visible. So now we will see how to make buttons or controls visible in runtime. So before that we will have to add a button in design. So this is our text view where we display the bill. After this we will add a button control. So button, wrap content, end of button. We will add text to this button as proceed to pay. We will give it ID, say pay, and other designing regular like gravity center if you want some margin top, okay, because they will be stepped to each other. So 10 SP, so it will be below the text view. Now this empty space is because of the text view, this billing text view. Okay, so though there is no text but the text view is still present and that is why we are getting this empty space because of this text view. You can reduce its margin top a bit. Now this is my button. What is my requirement? Whenever my activity will load, my button will be invisible. So to make a control visible or invisible, we have an attribute visibility. Okay. So you can select gone. Gone or invisible both can be used. What happens when you select invisible? So if I am selecting invisible, still the component will not be visible but it will remain in that place. So that place will be occupied. However, if you select gone, now as you can see it is gone, it is not present on the screen till we make it visible again. Okay, so this is the difference. Usually gone is used because then we can utilize that space for some other purpose, it will not be empty, blank and empty. So I have a button whose ID is pay and whose visibility is gone. It is present in our design but it is not visible at the time of loading. Okay, so now this is what your screen will look like. After this we will go to our main activity. We will have to create the object of that button. So button, let us say pay, then we will have to initialize it. So pay equals to find view by ID, r.id.pay, r.id.pay. Now what should happen? Initially the visibility of pay is gone, but when amount is generated, here we have setted the amount. After this we have to check if our amount is greater than 0, then the button should be visible, otherwise it should not be visible. So if AMT is greater than 0, then what should happen? Pay dot set visible. So here also you can set visible, invisible and gone. We want to make it display. Okay, so if amount is greater than 0, pay dot set visibility visible. Else means if amount is 0 or less than 0, means user hasn't ordered anything. So, in that case pay dot set visibility gone. Okay. So, what will happen whenever I am selecting some checkboxes and I click on the generate bill option, if my bill is greater than 0, the bill is stored in AMT variable. If AMT variable is greater than 0, then only the button will be visible, otherwise the button's visibility will be gone. You can also make it invisible. Let us run and check. While developing a bigger project, always remember to run your code at certain intervals, so that now if I am getting no error, I will be sure that yes, there is no problem in the code till now. If some error occurs afterwards, it will be in the new code that I have added. Okay. Yes, now let us click on generate bill. So, your bill is 0 rupees, no button is displayed. Now, let us click pizza, proceed to pay. Okay, so what is happening? When is this button visible? See, if the bill is 0, what is the visibility of the pay button? Gone, means it is not visible on your screen. However, as soon as there is some amount to pay, proceed to pay button becomes visible. Okay. Now, what should happen when I click on this proceed to pay? A new page should open. A new page means a new activity where it should ask for the payment mode. So, let us add an activity first. So, we will go to app, new activity, and here we will select empty activity. Okay. Now, here we will give the name to our activity. Let us say payment activity. Keep all the remaining things as it is. Make sure your source language is Java, because we have to make our activity in Java, and then we will click on finish. So, when I am clicking on finish, it will again build the project and 2 new files are now added. Payment activity, activity underscore payment, and payment activity dot Java, means a Java file and an XML file. Okay. This is the second. Now, what should happen in main activity? Whenever user will click on this pay button, the payment activity should open. First, let us complete this module. So, we have already created the object and initialized the pay button. After this, we will write a click event inside the onCreate method only. Though it is invisible, you can write all the functions as it is. Okay, there is no such issue. So, pay dot set on click listener, new space capital O, enter. I am in the pay button now. Whenever user will click on the pay button, the payment activity tab should open, activity should open. So, how to open a new activity? Intent I equals to new intent, which is the current activity, main activity dot this, comma, to which activity we have to redirect? Payment activity dot class, semicolon. And after declaring this path, we have to actually start the activity. So, start activity I, means whenever we will click on this pay button, the payment activity we will open. Let us check whether it is opening or not. You can build APK and check it on your real time device as well. So, I will now click on pizza sandwich, 150 rupees. Okay, your bill is 150, proceed to pay. So, what happened when I clicked on proceed to pay, a new empty activity has opened. If you click back, again you are on the same activity. Alright, so my payment activity is now opening. Now, what I want is this, on this new activity, there should be a back button here. And what is the name here? It is name of the app, Demo Bharti. But I want here as title as confirm payment or select payment mode. So, now we have to change some properties of this activity, and that is not the part of design. Remember it. We have to change something apart from the design. So, we have to go to our manifest file. So, we will open the manifest file. As we have added the activity, payment activity, what has happened? Its entry is made in the manifest file, because all the activities are listed in manifest. Now here what is the, so this is the opening tag of payment activity and the closing tag. Okay, what is the use of this intent filter? It is used to change the launching activity, means whenever you will open the app, the first activity is defined by. So in the manifest folder we have this activity, payment activity already added. What I have to do is I have to change its label and mention a parent activity to it. Now let us see what are the changes that will happen. So inside this tag, so yeah, inside this closing angular bracket, we have to first give and label, just like you give the properties to text view, edit text, in the same way. Label, we will say select payment mode. Okay. And we will write, I will write one more thing, parent activity name, main activity. Okay. So what I have did is inside this closing tag, see here I have changed this payment activity, I have changed the label to select payment mode and parent activity name to main activity. Now let us run and check this output. Yeah, so let us select pizza sandwich, generate bill. Now what happened? As the label that you have given is displayed here as title, and because of this parent activity name, this back arrow is added. So when you will click on this back arrow, which activity will open? Main activity, because it is the parent activity of payment activity. Okay. So see here. Okay. Similarly, you can change the label of this main activity also. Here also it is showing demo Bharti. So inside this bracket, see here, this is the opening angular bracket and this is the closing angular bracket. In between these angular brackets, you have to write the label. Let us say select menu. Okay. Now if we run this project, here instead of demo Bharti, what will be displayed? Select menu. And as this is our first activity, it will not have a parent activity. Okay, so select menu. So in manifest, you have to modify the label property, right? Now we have been redirected to a new activity, that is payment activity. Let us look into the designing of this page. Okay, so these were some things that we had done in this video. We will end this video here. For the next part, the design of this payment mode will complete in the next video. Thank you so much.
For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.